Our first lesson in collecting and presenting data is on interpreting graphs. So graphs can be used to display data in an informative way, and graphs that you may be familiar with are column graphs, line graphs, and sector graphs or pie charts, as well as divided bar graphs. So if we look at this sector graph or pie chart below, it shows the countries that Australian students have travelled to as part of the student exchange program. So what was the most popular overseas country for Australian students to study in? So what we're looking at here are the different percentages. And if we look at what we've got here, USA is our highest one at 29%. So it's simply just reading from that graph to get our answer. B, what percentage of students chose neither New Zealand or the UK? Now there are two ways in which you can do this. You can add together New Zealand, which is 28, and you can add the UK, which is 16, to give you 44, and then you could subtract that from 100. Or what you could do is work out straight away 100 minus 28 minus 16 to give you 56% as well. If a total of, and we just need to highlight these key bits of information when we're answering these questions. If a total of 2,570 students were surveyed, how many of them went to Germany? So if we look here, Germany is at 4%. And if we think about a percentage is a fraction out of 100. And then we say of 2,570. And we need to remember that that word of simply means to multiply. So this is what we would type into our calculator. So if we bring up our calculator, we need to type in 4 over 100 multiplied by 2,570, and we get a fraction to turn that into a decimal, so 102.8. 102.8. If we're talking about people, we need to make sure that we don't have a part of a person. So because we don't have a full person there, that would end up coming down to 102 students. The last question is to calculate the correct to the nearest degree the angle size of the USA sector. So if we're looking at the USA, that's 29%. So again, we think 29 as a fraction is 29 out of 100. And then we need to also remember how many degrees there are in a circle to work out what degree that would be. And that would be 360. So again, the same as what we just did the question above, we are going to work out this calculation. So 29 over 100 multiplied by 360, and we get 104.4. But again, we want that to the nearest degree, so that's going to be 104 degrees.